Hey you guys, it is now 2:22. I just figured I should put that out there, my time. So that number might be significant. But anyway, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the weeks of September 1st through the 16th, 2018. So I have already shuffled the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember guys, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do. If you guys want to reach me for a private reading, make sure to check that description box below. I have all the information of how you can reach me there. Also, those of you that have been wanting to talk to me on the phone, make sure that you wait until I post a notification that I'm available on YouTube. Because I'm not always available to take calls just yet on a regular basis. So it's really in and out. All right, so central issue here, I have Justice, Three of Swords, Seven of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Wands, Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords, Hanged Man, and a Magician. All right, Cancer. So I'm feeling that there is an opportunity or something being presented to you, but you are not jumping on board right away. Whether this is a business proposal or a love offering, I'm feeling like you are putting things on hold. You need to clear your mind about some things, or you need clarity about a situation because you don't know if you can trust someone. You feel like someone has broken your trust and you don't know if what they say is true or not. Is this real, or are they just putting on a show or front? And with the Magician coming out, you do need to be careful because the Magician is tricky. They're very good at convincing you to believe something that does or doesn't exist. They know how to really doctor up a story or cover up some sort of lies. They're just very good at what they do. They're very clever. They think like 2 or 3 steps ahead. Now also this could be your energy. Someone might be viewing you as manipulative, or someone who is very good at convincing someone to believe something. Now I'm seeing that this could have been someone set some boundaries here, which led to a separation because, you know, they didn't want to conform to what you were demanding. And so it's like, okay, then I want a divorce or I want a separation. Now the thing, although this is the Three of Swords, this might just be a temporary separation so that you can clear your thoughts, get some things in order. Maybe you decided to, maybe you haven't done it, but maybe you're considering walking away from your job. Because you don't get respect there or something. But I am seeing some sort of someone, you've been weighing the scale. I'm getting strong Libra energies for some of you. Could be any sign, but Libra energy is definitely standing out. For some of you, a Libra could have come in between your relationship. But I'm seeing something about making an agreement or a decision and maybe putting it on paper. So for some of you, you might be going through a divorce or a separation, like the early stages of it. Like you don't want to finalize that decision. But I am seeing something about receiving messages or news and the signing of papers. It could be separating papers for a job. Maybe you could be getting laid off. Or maybe you've been sent somewhere. Maybe you're a journalist and you have to, what do you call it? You know, travel for your story. And that's another thing I'm seeing. I'm seeing something about being creative about your painful situation or your painful past. Like you're using it for your imagination, or you're inspired because of that. Now you're writing a book or a story or a song, and you're just kind of putting, you found a way to transform that energy, because this is also about transforming some sort of energy, or making some, you know, it's like an alchemist, making your situation work best for you here. I'm also seeing someone in the spotlight. So either you could be someone who is highly respected, or like you could be a performer, or you might be dealing with a performer, but I am seeing someone being in the spotlight. Spiritually, I'm seeing some sort of clarity and seeing someone for who they really are. Seeing that you sacrificed a lot, or that you sacrifice a lot, but what have they sacrificed? Also, if this is in regards to some sort of contract, you're thinking about, like, do I really want this? Is this something that I really want? Because if I take this offer, or if I do this, there's a lot at stake here. So it's like you're really making a careful decision. You're trying not to listen to your heart. You're trying more so to listen. You're trying to do both. But you want to make sure that you don't make a decision that's just an emotional decision here, because this is being confused or clouded by your emotions. Now, I'm also seeing too that there's this conversation or receiving some sort of text messages. Someone is telling the truth about what they've been doing, like someone admitting the truth about an affair, and you wondering if you can be in this type of situation. So I don't know what type of relationship you have or things that you've dealt with in the past. I know some of you are like, I don't tolerate this and that, but this could be a situation where, you know, you really have to ask yourself, like, you can't judge someone for that until you've lived it yourself. So like, you're always quick to say, I wouldn't have that. If my man was saying that he wanted to be in an open relationship, I wouldn't have that. Well, now you're in a situation and you thought you would be able to say that you wouldn't allow that, but now you're like, well, dang, like, that changed my whole perspective. Now that I'm actually in the situation, maybe it's not as quick to just walk away from it. I am seeing something in regards to 3 or third party. I think the number 3 is significant here. So something in regards to the third, or like 30. Could be something in regards to the third month of the year, which is March, or the third zodiac sign, which is Gemini. Something in regards to 3 days to 3 weeks or 3 months, but I feel like 3 is significant. I feel like somebody is falling for someone at their job. Like you're falling in love with a coworker or your supervisor. This person could be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or maybe they just have like those earth-like qualities. Someone that might be nurturing, someone that maybe is very secure. Maybe they're financially stable. This person might have like slow moving energy, like they're someone who takes their time to get to know you. Yeah. Let me look. I'm sorry, I'm noticing things in these images here, and I'm just trying to see what this is. For some of you, it's like you've been planning some sort of trip. I don't know if you're going on some sort of cruise. I feel like the imagery in this card is different from the normal Eight of Pentacles here. I feel like this Eight of Pentacles is about hard work and dedication, realizing that something takes a lot of hard work, that there's no easy way to end something, or there's no easy way around something. It's like, no, this is going to take a lot of hard work and dedication to push through this. And I feel like there's a need for you to not just be so logical, but to also use your intuition in making some sort of decision here. Also, I'm seeing for some of you, I am seeing like having to travel for work. So especially if you're a journalist, there's something about having to travel for your work or your job. You're going to take some sort of trip. Yeah, I'm seeing this is going back to some sort of difficult decision that you're in. You might find yourself juggling between two people, two situations, or trying to balance your work life and your romantic life. Like if you're in a relationship, maybe that has been a problem. Like you're so busy trying to get a promotion, or trying to get recognition, or like I said, if you're a performer, you know, and all your work is focused on your work, and you've been neglecting your relationship, there's a need to find a balance between that. Now I'm just noticing this wolf in this card here. I'm seeing, I don't know what this means. I don't know if it'll make sense, but I'm seeing something about being loyal. But it's something sneaky about it. Loyalty. I almost want to say a loyal mistress. So someone who is going to play that role. Someone who knows how to play the game. I hope that makes sense to some of you guys, but that's what I'm picking up. Like a loyal mistress. Someone is having a hard time breaking away from this dishonesty. I'm seeing someone is staying in a relationship out of obligation, or holding on to a relationship because you've already invested so much time and energy into it. But I do feel like, you know, if you're in a relationship and you've been having these ups and downs, that you feel like this person is worth it. You know, it's like there is still like this strong bond between the two of you, and the two of you feel like you come together for a higher purpose or a higher reason. And I feel like you're right. You know, it is for you are having some sort of spiritual awakening by having this connection with this person. They've opened your eyes to something. Before they came into your life, you didn't know anything about astrology or spirituality. But now that this person has come into your life, you know, they've helped you tap into that side of you. I'm seeing vows being exchanged too. So you could be renewing your vows, like even if there has been some sort of separation. I'm feeling like you guys are wanting to overcome that. and saying, let's work this through. We can do this. This is, teamwork. We're going to work this out. So I'm seeing two people willing to put the hard work into this relationship because you just feel like it's worth it. You guys both value each other. I feel like it's mutual here. I don't feel like this is a one-sided thing. Even if this person does have a deceptive quality about them, or if it's hard to read this person, maybe that's just something that you're willing to accept. You're like, I know this MF be lying sometimes, but he gets me or she gets me. So I'm feeling like there's some sort of mutual admiration and respect that you guys just have with one another. Or maybe you're like, you know what, this isn't working as a relationship, but we do have a business together, so let's continue doing that. It might be a situation where it's like that, like you're deciding to separate romantically, but to continue a business partnership. And I also feel too that there's something, those of you that study astrology, there's something in your synastry chart that keeps you glued together. So there's something about the planet Saturn, like Saturn is opposite Venus, and that's keeping you together. Or Saturn is opposite whatever. There might be, I feel like it's Saturn. It can be any two planets that are opposite from one another, but I really feel like it's Saturn because that's what's keeping you with this person. It is like being bound to someone. Maybe you guys came to resolve your karma in this lifetime. And maybe it's not, the relationship isn't just so terrible, but I mean, like any relationship, it has its ups and downs. And every time you think about giving up, you're like, you know what? No, there's got to be something we can do, or we at least need to be friends. Like, I feel like you guys are just not willing to totally sever ties with this person that you're with in regards to love. Or even if it's a job, it's like you don't really want to sever the ties with this employer. There's something that you want to work out for whatever reason. I feel like that's more so in regards to love, though. I feel like your message is more so about love. It can go to talk about your work life or friendship, but I do feel like it's about love. All right, so I hope that resonated. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, if you want to reach me for a private reading, that information is in the description box below. Just click on that link. But thank you guys all for watching, and many blessings to you.